The ability of the aircraft to carry weapons has been improved. The weight of weapons that can be carried has been increased, and as you see, the wide range of weapons that it can carry is quite impressive.
But the government have said that the version of the planes the Indonesians are buying is just a trainer and won't be used against the Timorese.
Well, it's a question we look at very carefully, but I promise you, we put under the most searching analysis the use to which equipments that we sell will be put. And we are quite confident that the Indonesians will use our Hawks for jet training, for advanced jet training, which is why they were acquired in the first place.
I mean, as far as the Hawks were concerned, there was a great deal of talk from all the ministries in British Aerospace that they were merely trainers. I mean, a lot has been made of that. No, they weren't telling the truth.
Well, that's just a label you put on it. They are trainers, but you said merely trainers. The Hawks are training aircraft, but it's actually an exceptionally effective aircraft and can be used in a whole variety of different roles.
Well, it can be easily converted too. As the Indonesians, Mr. Habibie, a man you know, he said that, oh yes, it's a training aircraft with his tongue in his cheek, but we can easily convert it, in effect.
Sure, it can be converted anyway. The Hawk is dual use with a capital D.
In fact, part of the deal with Indonesia is conversion training to a light attack aircraft. And Indonesia's weapons chief, Habibie, has made it clear the Hawk, he said, will be used not only to train pilots, but for ground attack.
The first time I saw two jet fighters, I was surprised. I realized that they were Hawk because we only saw Bronco. You know, they flew over us. 10 minutes after we heard, that strong blast, bomb and machine gun. Ta 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 ta, boom.
A government minister, Baroness Chalker, told Parliament that British aid was helping the poor of Indonesia. In fact, half of all aid to Indonesia is linked to trade, and much of that is tied to weapons. This is a list of British companies selling weapons or war-related equipment to the Indonesian dictatorship. In April 1993, shortly before the sale of Hawk aircraft was announced, the Foreign Secretary, Douglas Hurd, flew to Jakarta and gave Suharto £65 million in so-called soft loans. Hurd assured the regime that Western values on human rights could not be exported to Indonesia. There were cultural and economic